What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to this week's episode 282 of the STS Guys. I'm Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
And we're the STS Guys, a podcast where we sit around, shoot the shit, and talk about anything geeky, nerdy, and cool. Larry, what's going on, my friend?
Oh my. Not much, man. Like George Takei. I'm doing good, man. How have you been? It's been a couple weeks.
I've been getting busy with work. Just got back from California, so that was an adventure. I didn't even tell you this. So like I didn't get back to like almost 3 a.m. in the morning because I got stuck on the Austin tarmac for like 2 hours.
Wow.
I was not happy.
Right, you're home, but you're not home.
I was home. I think that was like the worst thing. I was home, but I wasn't home. Home for a few days, and then I'll be flying up to New York here.
Oh yeah,
a few days.
Cool. That'll be good. Like work trips are what they are, but most of the time you go to California, so it'll be good to go somewhere different. So
I'm glad to mix it up a little bit. So this new I'm actually looking forward to this New York trip because like I think I was telling you this before. It's so like my hotel is less than a 5-minute walk from Midtown Comics.
Oh yeah,
and so perfect. I strategically
right
hotel.
Perfect. Right.
Within some stuff I want to see.
Yeah, after the work stuff is done, right? You're gonna get a chance to go to the comic shop. Right, you can get a slice of pizza. You can get a bagel. You can at a minimum do the easy New York stuff, and that's better than most work trips. So
yeah, exactly. So looking forward to that. But yeah, like that's all I've been up to. Like I said, other than that, haven't been up to anything. Just doing the comic book stuff.
Yeah,
we'll talk about this here in a little bit. Yeah, so I got my PSA order in. We'll talk about that later. But that's about it. What about you, man?
I went to Mexico for work.
Oh yeah, you get back from
Mexico. Went to Mexico City. It's totally uneventful, which is good, right? Like it's a good thing. But so like this, I think I told you, like it was going to be super quick. So we left on Tuesday, and then came home on Thursday. So 2 nights, like basically 48 hours in Mexico City. I didn't get sick, so that's all.
Hey,
that was my
number one goal. That's a winner right there.
That was my number one goal. Do not get sick. So I did not get sick. So I am happy. It was the quickest work trip I've ever been on because 48 hours wasn't bad.
Wait, it's only 48. Like you were there and back in
48 hours. We left here at 10 a.m. Like our flight left at 10 a.m. and then our flight out of Mexico left at like 3:30. So like 50 hours. Like it's slightly more than 2 days. So it was super quick, but hey, it was all right. Got some work stuff done. Saw people that I don't get to see every day. We ate tacos at the airport because we did not eat Mexican food while we were there. One night everybody went to like this American restaurant. I forget what it's called, but it was called something like Americano. So it was just basically like American food, right? So like, let's take the Americans to get steak. But it was we got steak. And then the next night we split up into 3 groups. So we split up into smaller groups of like 6 or 7. My group went to Fogo de Chao, the authentic Mexican restaurant, Fogo de Chao. So I just ate a lot of meat. It was fine.
There's worse things than some steak picanha.
So like I know one of the other groups went to like a seafood place. I'm not big on seafood. I also think I would have chosen not to even try much because I feel like that's not as like try not to get sick. I feel like I would probably stay away from the seafood where just like a bunch of meat that felt pretty safe. So right, like steak and chicken.
There's certain things I said that are like, hey, how close to the danger zone? I said, do you want to be? Do you want to like, hey, drink the water danger zone? I said, or I don't know, eat a whole bunch of fish. And seafood danger zone. No. Which I think is just like that's playing with fire at that point in time.
Yeah, and I think some of the people from that group got sick because people did get sick. It just was less this time than the first time. But yeah, so me and a couple people, when we were at the airport, we were hungry, right? And there's not very many options, but we risked it and had some tacos because Fogo de Chao didn't totally cut it for Mexican food. But yeah, it was good. That was really it. It was just a couple days, kind of like yours, right? Couple days California, couple days in Mexico. Yeah, just
Hey, like I said, adventures, right?
the one thing I think is okay. So one thing I think is funny. There's first off, so we ate at those restaurants. Those restaurants were at the mall, because our office is connected to a shopping mall. Like it's a nice shopping mall. It's a fancy shopping mall, like a Scottsdale Fashion Square, right? So our office is part of, like, it's a high rise attached to a shopping mall. So like one thing I noticed getting on the elevator at the high rise, that the Mexican citizens, they're a lot more friendly than Americans. Like when they get when you're on the elevator and someone new gets on, they say Buenos dias, right? They're like, hey, how's it going? I realize that I'm the complete opposite, right? As an American, when I get on the elevator, I pretend like you do not exist. If you're right, if somebody else is there, I'm pretending that they do not exist. We do not usually acknowledge each other.
No, I could literally be the only person on the elevator, and I'm hitting the door close button.
Yes, because I don't want to see people. Yeah, I thought it was funny. Like, right, their culture is, hey, we're gonna say hi, good afternoon when you get on the airport, and me, yeah, I'm staring at my feet or hitting that button, hoping that you don't try to get onto the elevator to avoid that, 30-second ride with a stranger. Like, no, that's not me.
Yeah, no, I can completely relate, and I'm the same exact way. I'm like, don't talk to me, don't look at me. Just it's like I think we've had this discussion many times. It's like getting my haircut. Like, just don't talk to me. Same thing with Uber rides. I like that. I like now that they give you the choice. Like I said, when you're taking an Uber, like, hey, no conversation. I'm like, yeah, like, shut up. Like, hey, you shut up, you're gonna get a nice tip. You don't shut up, guess what? I'm gonna take it away.
Yeah. So Uber ride from the airport, it was me and like 5 other people, and the person who called up the Uber, right? We ended up with 2 Ubers. So this happened to both groups. The 2 people who called up the Ubers coordinated together with the address. They put in the wrong address, and it took us to like the backside of the building. So it was close, but like it would have been like a 15-minute walk from where the Uber wanted to drop us off at and where we needed to be. So like the dude pulls up, and he, like, it's like a warehouse, like it was sketch. I'm like, there's no way am I getting out of the car here and walking. So like I had the address in my phone, because I was, I wanted to see like how far things were. So like I quickly put in the address and showed the dude, who only spoke Spanish. I'm like, no, we need to go here. And he very graciously took us the extra, it's, I don't know, 5 minutes or less drive in the car. He very graciously agreed to take us there. I had to tip him $20 in cash, because I was very appreciative that he would not just get us out of the car. I'm like, all right, think fast. What do I got to do? I've got I could show him on the map, go here, and here's some money. And he was super nice after that and did not demand that we get out of his car, because the other group was not as quick thinking. They got out of their Uber and they walked the 15 minutes to the office. Like, no. And next time, like, I think that means I have to be like, I think I have to take charge and organize the Uber, especially from the airport. It makes sure we have, or at least make sure we have the right address. I hate having to be the responsible one. It's not a good world where I have to be the responsible one. But I think in this case, like, we almost got dropped off in the middle of Mexico City. You made not knowing where we are with our luggage. Like, no.
Yeah, no, you made the right call. No, the funny thing is, I did that same thing when I went to Italy back in November, and so I was trying to get back. I said to the hotel, and apparently, because I'm like, I just typed in I just typed in the name of the hotel, right? Because there was literally only one of these hotels.
Yeah.
Like, so it was
easy enough.
It was the Waldorf Astoria, right? So I'm like, hey, it's like there's only, like, in Rome, there's only one Waldorf Astoria. So I'm like, Waldorf Astoria. Okay, let me go there, because again, I don't speak Italian, so I have no idea. But apparently, I said it was the address for the bus stop for some of the workers for the Waldorf Astoria
Yep.
versus the Waldorf Astoria.
Yep.
And this was not in a good area whatsoever. And then I'm like, okay, I do not want to get out of the car. I'm like, because it was a pretty sketchy area. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, I told the guy, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I put it on the translate. Sorry, I put it on the wrong address.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'll pay you whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I was headed to my son's birthday. Now I'm going to be late. I'm like, oh crap. Because like, so where the bus stop was compared to where the hotel was. So like Rome is divided by the river, right? And the bus stop was on one side of the river. The hotel was on the other side of the river. And getting to the other side of the river was like 45 minutes. Like it wasn't that many miles. Like it was like, I think it was like 3 or 4 miles, but it's like because of traffic and everything else, it was like 45 minutes.
Dang.
So like he's like, I'm so hungry. So he was looking around for food. I'm like, oh my God, I feel horrible. And so it's probably the most I've ever tipped on an Uber ride, where it was basically like maybe like 300% of the ride, because I'm like, I felt literally that horrible.
Yeah.
But I was also thankful because that he didn't let us off where he was going to let us off at, because it was
totally like whatever. At that point, it's whatever. Take some extra money because we would have stood out. Like stood out like crazy. Like those people don't belong here. Let's go. Yeah. No, bad idea. I did maybe that night. Yeah, it had to be that night. I paid for the Uber and called for the Uber back to the hotel. And so same night, this lady showed up. She spoke English. She spoke really, really good English. So that was nice. But there were 5 of us, and the Uber XL or whatever shows 6 people, right? Like the normal Uber says like 4. You can fit 4 people. Uber XL 6. Same in Exua, same as here. So I'm like, whatever. There's 5 of us. Yeah, of course we want this one because we had our luggage too, because we hadn't back the hotel yet. But after she loaded up our bags, she was starting to make a big deal about how she was only supposed to take 4 people. She kind of touched on a little bit, and I'm like, no, it said 6. I'm like, whatever, like we're fine, right? And we're already loaded up. She gets in the car and starts talking about it again. And I'm like, she showed me on her phone where it did say 4 for Uber XL, whatever. It definitely said 6 on mine, but it showed 4. So she starts making a big deal about this again. And I'm just like, I'll tip you. I'm going to give you the max tip. Just take us, please. We're loaded up. Just take us. I promise I will give you the biggest tip that it lets me give you, because Mexico like caps you at 100%, I think. So this Uber specifically cost like $7. So I was only able to tip her $7, like 150 pesos. So I'm like, I'm gonna tip you everything. But then my friend was in the car with me, right? She had some cash, so she pulled out $10. I'm like, here, take this $10. Just take us. Like we will still, I promise, just take us. I will give you the max tip. Like please just take us. Like I don't want an international incident. I don't want to have to call for another Uber, because like traffic in Mexico City sucks. And it took like a good 15-20 minutes for the lady to show up, right? Like I don't want to wait another 20 minutes. I'm tired. It's like 9 or 10 p.m. I've been out all day. I want to go check in my hotel. So again, like here, have somebody like, I don't know, just please take me to where I want to go. And she did, and she was super nice. She gave us her WhatsApp and then volunteered to be our personal driver while we were in Mexico City.
Oh, hey, I can appreciate that. That's the like, hey, let me cut out the middleman. You don't need Uber. You just call your personal chauffeur.
Yeah, but again, like, so I mean, like the hey, $10 it earns you some good friends, because that Uber was I think it was less than $10 US. So she was making, she's making like $2. It was like, I think it was like a 15-20 minute ride to the hotel. Like it wasn't super close. But yeah, like the Uber from the airport I think it was, it's like $20 or something, like US. It's so cheap.
It's so crazy
for the amount of time and distance you go. Like it would be like, I can't Uber to the airport because it costs like $80 one way before tip. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like
that's what I was literally just about to tell you. So like
yeah.
on my that's what boggles my mind. I said the differences in so many places. So like this last trip I was on.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I was in Sunnyvale, and then there was like the other office. I said this in Menlo Park. It's like 14 miles. Like it's not a crazy distance,
No,
but like
it's
a decent. That Uber ride, $76.
Yeah. So Mexico would have been $5.
I'm like, good Lord.
Yeah. Well, remember when in San Diego when we went to the Rockamoto party, you went first in an Uber because we didn't want to walk the 0.7 miles or whatever, and you paid a reasonable amount, like $10 or less. But then when Ian and I went like 30 minutes later, it was a $30 Uber to go less than a mile. It would have been $1. Would have been $1 in Mexico.
And I think the funny thing is, I said that since she mentioned basically, hey, she gave me her personal WhatsApp.
Yeah.
In the years that I've been riding Uber, I'm like, why hasn't anybody done that? Like, I'm like, here's the thing.
That's a good question. Yeah.
I'm like, I would totally do that. I'm like, here you go.
Yeah.
I'm like, you want to come pick me up for half the price? Done.
Yeah. Right. It could
I'm
cut
like,
out
I
the
got
middleman.
Venmo.
And then if it's $20, right? If say through the Uber app you're paying $20 and the driver's only getting 10, like pay her 12 or whatever, or 15, and everybody's happy. Like, you're right. I'm surprised that's not more of a thing. I'm guessing like if say we were to report her or something, like right there's got to be a thing where there's a risk where if the passenger reports the driver, they can probably get kicked off Uber or something. But I wouldn't do that. Yeah. Well, yeah, you gotta figure out who's cool and who's not cool. Remember San Diego. Remember on preview night when we were waiting and that one guy narked out those old people who are swapping badges or whatever, right? You don't want to give that guy your WhatsApp card because he's gonna go right to the app and report you. But like, I feel like you can
forgot about that.
You can figure out who's cool and who's not cool. That guy.
We got to tell that story real quick because that was so messed up.
Yeah. So preview night, right? We're waiting in the lobby, thousands of people, right? Literally thousands of people. This line like 4 or 5 people wide, and we're just kind of standing there, minding our own business, waiting our turn so they open up the doors so we can go in. And all of a sudden, like this guy next to us gets a little squirrely. Like I didn't know exactly what's going on, but he's like whispering to his wife because he's standing pretty much right next to me. Right, we're
very concerned.
Yeah, he was very concerned about something, and I'm looking around like, what? Like everybody's just chilling, like minding their own business. I'm like, what is this guy freaking out about? And like I can hear him. He's like, I'm gonna go tell security. I'm like, we gotta make sure they know about this. And I'm like, what? And then like, it felt like forever. It's probably like good 15-20 minutes pass. All right, still waiting in line. Haven't moved. And then security comes back and starts checking the badges of like this older couple and their friend to make sure they had preview night badges. And turns out that that guy is like, no, they can't be doing that. They can't, you gotta pay for those badges. Like, I was like, oh, okay, like. I don't know. I don't know exactly. Like, didn't you? Like, I think he saw them swapping badges or something with somebody else. I don't know, but man, just like that's one of those mind your own business. They're not hurting anybody. Like, I don't know. Like, there's very little I think I would go report, especially Comic-Con security too. But like, you're not hurting anybody. I just want in. Like, I don't care what you're doing. I can't wait till they open the doors and I never see you again, person I'm standing next to. Like,
exactly. Like, it just, I don't know. I said when I saw that happen, when I saw that go down, I'm like, like I almost wanted to like do the reverse. I'm like, okay, well, Mike, what do I have on this guy? So I can basically do the same to him, and kind of go with that. It's at that point in time too, I'm like, they make so much freaking money that night. I'm like, they
Well, they
already
don't
got
even
the
care.
money for the preview badge. Like I said, there's just someone else
Yeah, they
paying
don't
for it,
care.
right? Like it's
The
just like,
small percentage of people who would do that or could do that, like it doesn't
I
matter.
don't know.
You're
Come
talking like
on.
50 people probably. Like they're not really worried about 50 people.
No, like
It's not going to change the fire hazard or fire code or like it's not changing anything. And they're already sold out. So it's not like because I
think that's my
remember him
point.
saying something about like they're missing out on sales. Like, no, they're not. It's
No, they're not.
It's sold out.
That's
doesn't matter.
Someone bought that. Like I said, the sale is already accounted for. There's no more sales.
No,
like
it
it's out.
does not
like
matter.
There's zero left.
Just the name, right? Like Tom didn't go in, Susie did. Like, okay,
Hey,
whatever.
If anything, he's helping the people the vendors inside because he's probably gonna go spend a whole bunch of money inside.
Yep.
Like so, if anything, you're not screwing Comic-Con because they already got their money. You're screwing the people inside that are trying to basically hawk their shit in order to basically make ends meet.
Right. Yep. Right. Sell a few less exclusives because they wouldn't let the old guy and the rascal in. I don't know. That was good times. Yeah, that person. Shout out to this Twitch viewer. That person's probably a hall monitor in middle school. I agree. The power hungry hall monitor. He kind of looked like a hall monitor.
I get that scene from South Park when Cartman becomes a Dog the Bounty Hunter of the hall monitors, and so yeah, that was that guy.
Yeah.
Like he was very concerned. I'm like, I almost wanted to start acting funny and screwed just so he turn me in. Like,
yeah, I know. But again, like
at this point in time, I just want to mess with people.
Yeah. But to me, no. But like, that's not the time to mess with people because we were literally 10 minutes or less away from Comic-Con opening. I do not care about anything else. Like, just let me in, right? Like, I'm all for messing with people usually, but like, not right then. I just want to go to my Comic-Con. It was the first day. Just let me be, right? And you were headed to not the PSA booth, the CGC booth, but like later on in the day, you would head to the PSA booth. This is a transition.
That's a nice transition,
sort of, because then I will show what you sent me in the mail. They got here just in time today.
Nice.
Quickly back from PSA in just over a month, door to door, right? Is this beautiful Bongo Comics Bartman #1 with the crazy glare, PSA slabbed at a 9.4, which is pretty solid. So very cool. Thank you very much. It is clearly my first PSA slab ever. I must say that I think it's a pretty nice slab.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say first thoughts. I'm like, because I was interested for you to specifically to handle it, just because I said, well, you don't handle a ton of slabs. I know you have you have a couple. I think you have one. You had two, but now you have one. But like, it's a vast difference from a CGC slab. Yeah.
It is. It feels thicker, like width-wise, right, top to bottom, and it feels very like I texted you, right? I feel like the appropriate word is hefty.
Yeah,
it is very hefty. Like it's got some weight to it, right? It's sturdy. It does not feel cheap. But yeah, no, I like it, right? It's clear too. Like I hadn't thought about that too much, but like quality wise, like I don't know. I think it's a very nice slab, nice plastic. I know that you don't love the label. But PSA loves their red. So yeah, I don't know. Like maybe they'll end up changing it, but I don't think they'll change it too much. I would say the one thing, like with my old man eyes, the font on this is a little small.
I hate the label for two different reasons. The font's funny, and then the top label is upside down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it is. I hadn't looked at the top label till just now, right? Because I just remembered it is super small on the top. I cannot read that.
Super small and upside down.
It is upside down.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. It's just
somebody.
In terms of like the actual like feel of the slabs, like
it's not bad.
Like they're hefty. Like
yeah.
Well, and those are the V2 slabs. So like the V1s I said were released or they did a preview of those at Comic-Con the year before.
Right.
At that shoe booth when they would do the shoes, right?
Yeah, right. Because they had just announced that they were going to do it, and they must have had some going to call them test slabs ready to go.
Yeah.
And then I guess they didn't you say they were going around asking for feedback and stuff?
Yeah, they were going around asking for feedback, and then like literally everyone was like tearing them apart.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm glad that they basically changed a few things. I said based upon that feedback. Like, so for example, like the very first piece of feedback, and it was even the piece of feedback that I had that I gave them, is they were wider than the current CGC slabs.
Yeah,
which means like you would have to develop a whole storage solution just for PSA slabs versus CGC slabs versus having basically just a graded comic box. Like, that was like stupid. I'm like, come on, like make them
they know. I mean, they should know, because right, like they've been doing trading cards forever, and I mean they're the standard for trading cards, but like the CGC trading card slabs are slightly smaller than the PSA. There's SGC, which is slightly bigger than PSA, but they're all within that, you know, slim margin that they fit in the same box next to each other, because that's
I said the original PSA slab, it was like maybe a half inch bigger on both sides.
Yeah,
like it was chunky.
Yeah, you need to, you know, you don't want to match perfect, you know, the same dimensions as CGC, but you need it to be close enough that they, you know, your storage supplies all still
because
work.
I said all these third-party people make storage supplies. I'm like, so basically you're like, you're trying to basically like, hey, you have the third party for this and third party for this, and then at that point you're just kind of screwing over collectors. And so
well, I mean, right, but that's just another deterrent to not grade with PSA. If it was bigger, or you had to buy more supplies, or it didn't fit with your collection, right? Like that to me is something like people, especially collectors, were pretty particular about things like that alone would be enough to where I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna mess with this, right? I'll just stick with CGC. But if they're around the same size, probably worth giving a shot.
Well, then I said I started posting. I said my submissions.
So I
posted my first one, which was I said my very first PSA one was the CGC exclusive.
Amazing.
Graded at a 9.8. So like I said, like, hey,
if you right click and do incognito mode, it should open it up.
Okay, cool.
Without having to log in. Like, or if you do like another browser.
Yeah, there we go. See?
Oh, it's not. Oh, hold on.
Oh, let me.
Yep. Yeah, I think you did.
Sure. Look, I work at a technology company. I know what I'm doing. There we go.
Between the two of us, we could figure out how to open Victor without logging in. There we go. Yeah, very cool. Right in, right. Superman likes crypto cover, and on that label, extremely small right now, of course. But it says CGC exclusive or something like that. Which is cool.
So like I said, there's been a lot of people that have found this funny. I'm like, yep, that's exactly what I did.
Well done. Yeah. Well done. And it got a 9.8, right? Which is awesome. So score.
Like I said, it's basically a perfect book. So like that's like I said, like of course they have like 10.0s and stuff like that. Like
that's super rare, 9.8,
right? Like it's near perfect, right? Like, and I don't know. I literally did it just for the laughs. Like
I like it.
Didn't do it for any other purpose. Didn't do it for value. Didn't do it for anything else. I did it for the lulz. Like
it's fun.
It's fun.
Plus, it's a Comic-Con souvenir, so
it's a double. It's like a trifecta of like Comic-Con souvenirs too. So I'm like, it's PSA's first show. It's CGC's first comic. I said I got it at Comic-Con. Like,
it is perfect. Did you see? I don't know if you looked up. You probably did on your details, but it said like, because I stole one of the pictures from PSA to post on the Instagram, but it had like details. It had notes about why it.
I didn't look at your grid or notes.
Yeah,
what did your grid notes say?
I don't know, because I'm trying to find it right now, but it's not. Cert verification. Maybe this is it. Nope. All right, let's go back. Yeah, it. I don't know. It said something about the white. No, not the white. There's there's spine damage. 1, 2, 3, 6, 1. Yeah, it had greater notes, right? Because they don't do that for cards. I think they've started to do it at some of the higher levels. So it was interesting to me when I went and typed this in so I could see it, right? Which is cool because it gives you the nice super high resolution scan of the front and the back, which I appreciate. So, and then, so right, near mint 9.4, larger spine stress on the back, and cover creates a deep bend. Not quite sure what that one means, but those are the two things that knocked it down a couple points. I guess. Right, from
honestly graded, I thought it was going to be a 9. I said when I first saw it, and so like I said, I'm like, since it beat a 9, I'm like, I was happy. Like,
yeah. I don't know. Like, it looks really good. Like it must be something super, super subtle about the way, but it's got that foil cover. Like, it's probably just the way they were made.
Yeah.
So right, you're already kind of at a disadvantage. And to answer the Twitch question, did you get a digital version of the Bartman? No, because it was made in 1993.
Yeah,
there were no digital comics in 1993.
Little older comic.
Yeah, predates that by quite a few years, I would say. Yeah. So yeah, that was cool. Your other ones came back okay? I don't even remember. I don't even know if I knew what you sent.
All of my PSA ones I got back.
Yeah.
Like what I said, I submitted like 6 books on PSA. They were all like all modern books. So like they're all like 9.8s. And then another 9.4. I said on a Gen 13 that I submitted. But my CGCs, I've only gotten one of those books back, which was weird because it was the book that got submitted the latest.
Oh.
So that it was that signature one, right? They said I did that one after preview night.
Right.
But all my preview night
after you submitted your stuff.
Yeah, they're all still at CGC still. Like,
okay. Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah. So my credit card got flagged for fraud the other day. So because of how they charge
CGC company.
So they don't charge you at once. They basically charge you at each stage of the process depending on what service it is.
Yeah.
And so I did such a large order, and it basically like back to back, like there was like probably like 50 back-to-back charges. And then so like at like transaction number like 47, they finally like cut off the card. I'm like,
right, it looks suspicious. I mean, it's fine, but I mean, it's good, right? Shout out.
Yeah, it's good. It was just funny because like
company, but
I looked at it, I'm like, oh crap. I'm like, what is that? I'm
like,
that's CGC.
You would think that there's probably a better way for
there has to be
to do that, because it's got to be fairly frequent that people submit large orders or multiple orders, right? Different levels or whatever.
Yeah,
different types of orders at the same time. I can see how that could get flagged, especially at a Comic-Con kind of event where you're probably
it was like it was just funny. Yeah, CGC card declined.
Like, oh no, we're good.
Like, oops.
Yeah, we're good. Approved.
Yeah, no, it was like but it was good. Yeah, so I'm still waiting for that big order. I said to come in. Cool. Because I'm really anxious about because that's the order with all those magazines.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really anxious for the grade on some of those, just because some of those should be pretty high. Based on what they were. So
no, that'll be a fun one. Plus you had other cool stuff too. So yeah, hopefully those come back pretty soon. I'm sure that coming out of Comic-Con, they're a little bit backed up, but hey, shout out to PSA for I feel like that's pretty quick.
It was pretty quick.
Off to your delivered. Like that's pretty good. So
yeah, I was impressed. Like honestly, for their first outing, like I said, I was pretty impressed. So like I'd probably trust them, like, because again, right, I didn't trust them with any like high dollar books at first, because I'm like, I want to see like how they do and see the submission process
and
so
shipping.
That's why I'm like I grabbed basically a whole bunch of books, right, that I'm like hey, these are good test books. So I grabbed one like older one like older modern, which was like that that Simpsons one, right?
Yeah.
And then a few others, just because I wanted to kind of see like, hey, like based upon like what I would grade this at, like where we're falling.
Good,
and
right, a good,
honestly, they all fell in. I said either like exactly where I thought they would be, or maybe like a point or two higher. I didn't have any one come back lower than I thought it was going to be. So like, I was happy with it.
That's good.
But yeah, I'd probably do them. I'd probably submit some other stuff. I said, because like I said, I'm a fan of the cases.
Yeah.
Good. They're going to be right in line price wise. I think I think they're $1 higher than CGC. Like I said, once they get out of their like promo pricing right now. I said this
right. Their intro,
but $1 more for that hefty of a case. Actually, I'm not too upset about it.
That's not bad. It's good to have options, and it's good to have some competition. So
exactly, right, like competition is actually good. Like I think this is what a lot of people, because everyone's like, oh, it's it's us versus them. Like it's CGC versus PSA. I'm like, no. I'm like, this is actually good for the industry. Like people just don't realize how good it actually is. Like
especially because they're nice and they're doing a good job grading accurately, it sounds like. So once that starts to spread and people figure it out, more people want to try them, and then hopefully that means they both have to lower their prices by
exactly. And that's what I'm after, right? Is like so like either like, hey, they lower the prices, or hey, guess what, it forces CGC to upgrade their cases. Like there's a whole bunch of like things I said that can happen from this. And so like honestly, I'm like, competition's good. I'm like, I'd rather have more competition than no competition.
Yeah, exactly, right. And that's where PSA is still king for the trading cards.
You know what else is king?
King of the Hill. Well done, sir.
Obviously by now, I said you probably watched the entire. I said that's a new season, right?
Did. I've watched it once. Have you watched it more than once?
I have not watched it more than once.
Me neither. I feel like it's been right. It came out at the beginning of the month, August 4th, so it's been about a month. I feel like I need to rewatch it.
So I'm gonna rewatch it. I have some things I like. I think I have some things I like, and I have some things I don't like.
Yeah, I think we should just do overall like react to the entire new season of all 10 episodes. Yeah, so we really haven't talked about this at all, other than we liked it. What were kind of your first thoughts upon finishing all 10 new episodes?
So I think they did a really good job about springing it forward. Like I said, the time jump, like they did a really good job. I said with the time jump. I said modernizing the characters. I said bringing them into basically, hey, the 21st century, like adult Bobby. Like I said, has still Bobby mannerisms, but he makes sense as an adult. Like
it felt like the Bobby we knew from middle school. Has grown up, and it felt like the same character.
It felt like the same character.
Everybody was just a little older.
With Joseph, right? Like I said, like honestly, it was like one of my favorite Joseph moments was actually the moment that we actually saw for the first time when we were in Comic-Con, when he basically like pulled out some of his quote unquote dad's moves when he jumped inside and did a somersault in the trash bag. Like I said, oh, that dude's on. Like
of course that's what he would be doing, right? Like that one kind of caught me by surprise too, because I guess I really hadn't thought about what all the characters would be. Definitely hadn't thought about Joseph. But it's like, of course that's what Joseph would be doing, just like
that. And then Joseph is also a smoker as well. So which is it's like the little things that I said like hey, like that he picked up from his dad. I said as they modernize the character. So like stuff like that I really liked. I also found that I liked the back half of the season more than the front half of the season.
Okay.
The first few episodes, like I said, I think we're like trying to I know what they were trying to do. They're trying to basically get people to reconnect with the characters. So like everything almost felt like very, very sitcom. Like, hey, let's introduce this classic character. Like, hey, let's reintroduce this classic character. And like there was that slight pause as like almost like I said as they're reintroducing some of these characters. So like
they had to reintroduce everything. Yeah, it makes sense.
However, I'm like, there's some things I I'm having a hard time with.
Okay, I'm guessing
One,
similar views.
Khan.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
he's not Khan. I'm like,
I get it, but yeah, like
yeah, it's just he's just not Khan.
yeah,
And then I know Dale. I know I said the actor who played Dale, right, sadly passed away,
yeah,
and like I can tell the difference. And I think because I've watched it so many times, like so many times front to back, like Dale's speech doesn't flow naturally. Like it's like compared to like if I'm listening to like Hank still sounds like Hank. Like Hank
yeah,
is
yeah,
like he's talking like Hank. You know,
yeah,
even like said Peggy's still talking like Peggy. Like
yeah. Bobby
Dale's
sounds like Bobby,
just
just
it
older.
sounds very like robotic and very like
Yeah,
I had a hard time with it. I think
yeah,
I got
same.
used to it, like I said, in the back half of the season, which I actually think were like Toby Huss's episodes, anyways.
Yeah,
So like maybe I just gotta get.
yeah,
I definitely need I said another watch through.
yeah, same.
The
But yeah,
other thing I did
well,
like,
real quick before that, but like the weird thing is, right? I saw somebody else say this after the fact, and it made it it, it confused me more. But like, right, Dale's voice for all 10 episodes, it's a little bit off. So
yeah,
yeah, even the ones that Johnny Hardwick did, like don't sound quite right. Like
yeah.
obviously he passed away, so he was maybe sick when he was recording these, and maybe something with his
Okay,
voice.
so it's not just me. Like
Sounded
he
weird.
sounds a little bit
Oh,
off, right?
yeah, it's the entire time, like whether it's Johnny or Toby, which I don't know which is which necessarily. But yeah, he just doesn't sound right at
It was
all.
very monotone, and like it was like
Yeah,
there wasn't
it's
like a
just
whole bunch of like the
something different
inflections
with
like
his
in
voice.
like Dale's like normal speak. Like it was very
Yeah,
monotone. Like it
yeah,
was like I was reading off a piece of paper and like just like didn't change basically the inflections that's behind it.
right. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it was because he was sick or whatever.
Yeah,
Like it was fine.
I had a hard time with it. Like it
Yes,
just
because you noticed,
it was
like, right?
distracting. Yeah,
Exactly. It was distracting. Um, in a different way than how Khan was distracting. But like you said, you kind of got used to it. But yeah, like still, like I would end up I find myself thinking about it, which
yeah,
takes away from just enjoying the show. So like you said, though, maybe once we rewatch it, it'll change for second viewing because we're expecting it now. But
yeah.
the voices for those two characters were definitely a little distracting to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were.
What was your other one?
The other thing I said I feel like is I think they changed Hank's personality just a little bit too much. like so for example,
Yeah.
like Hank like liking soccer and like there's like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's like the little things I'm like he wouldn't do that. Like
No.
he wouldn't like that. Like
No, right? I mean, I
like
get, I get, the whole premise of that was like he was in Saudi Arabia. Soccer is, the world's most popular sport. So he right, he ended up watching some soccer and became a fan. Okay, but yeah, that wasn't old Hank.
that wasn't
Like
old Hank. Like,
that wasn't him, because even that episode, doesn't it start with Boomhauer's kid? I can't remember his name, like his girlfriend's kid,
yeah.
playing soccer in the alley, and they're like, I
Yeah.
can't believe that happened in the streets. And then like, yeah, like that felt normal, but then yeah, all of a sudden Hank is kind of a super fan of soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
okay.
and then that's kind of so and that also kind of goes back to like the back end Saudi Arabia story. I'm
Yeah.
like I don't get it. Like it's just like because
So, I'm really surprised they didn't explain that more. Like, right, he
I would have
went,
like I think
he
maybe
did
that's what I
stuff.
would have like it would have even made it better because like I said
Yeah.
like
They
old
never
Hank,
said
right? Like
why.
it's like would have never even
No.
entertained that idea.
No, right? He was like 100%, like 100% loyal to Texas,
Yes.
100% loyal to Buck Strickland. People speculated before the episodes came out that maybe Buck had died or whatever, and that
No.
somehow was why. But no, one of the last episodes, Buck's alive and well. And yeah, it didn't make sense, and I was very surprised they didn't explain it. It was just like, okay, Hank and Peggy went to Saudi Arabia. Now they're back. okay, like right, never propane stuff. Like I get that, but like there has to be more to that story as to get him to leave Texas, to leave America, and go do this thing that changed
Well,
him.
well, exactly. Well, and then here's the thing, right? Because like I said, and this is what's also weird. So like, so if they've been over there for years,
Yeah.
Bobby obviously wasn't over there at all. So Bobby's only 21 in the show.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. That
so
doesn't that math doesn't math.
the math doesn't math. And so I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out like I don't know. I think I just want to know.
That's
I want
weird.
to know more of the backstory there, like I said, to make it make sense.
Yeah, that
Because
doesn't.
it just doesn't for
Yeah,
like
that
Hank.
bothers me now.
It does. Like I said, I
That
think
didn't the Bobby thing, the age thing didn't click to me. Like I get why they wouldn't, right? Why I get why Bobby's how old he is, right? 21 or whatever,
Yeah.
like college. But yeah, like they were supposed to be gone for like over
Years.
a decade, right? Like
Yes.
and that like say Bobby was 14 when they left. Like that doesn't no that doesn't work. He would have to be at least like 24, 25.
Yeah.
If not like 30.
Yeah.
Like if they're gone for 10, 15 years, yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe
I
I'm
did
just
not
like
pick up on that.
psychoanalyzing it because I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
that started to bother me too.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that bothers me too now. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I
what,
wish.
what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? I'm curious.
I wish. Yeah, I that my main one. Well, my main one was voices, and then that first episode. Like I wish they would have explained more about why Saudi Arabia. I get why maybe they didn't, but they could have solved that in like a scene.
Yeah.
You know, some crazy story that led them to be like, hey, we have to move to Saudi Arabia. Like, that's all you needed. Like a flashback. Like give me a flashback as to why. Didn't need to be a full episode. I think it's surprising that they did not address Lucky and Luann in any way.
That was weird.
Right?
Too, yeah.
Because even on the panel, the moderator had asked something about that, and they like Mike Judge, I think was the one who said, "Yeah, we'll reference them." They thought like in a respectful way. There's a picture and the living room wall of like Lucky and Luann and Gracie, I think. But that's it. Like, there's no mention of them. No, like, hey, Luann called. No, nothing. The only thing I could think of is you sent me a post this week that they announced that they've got like another 10 episodes ready to go. So kind of like a second half of this season. So maybe like Mike Judge wasn't aware of which episodes had been released. We're going to be released first, and like there's more Lucky Luann references in the second part. That's the only thing I could think of. Like it was cool. Like GH came back. Right. That was great. Dee Dee was right. Dee Dee and GH. But no reference of Luann, who is a huge part of the show. She just ceased to exist and doesn't get acknowledged. Same with Ladybird. No Ladybird. I didn't. I get it, but like, what happened to Ladybird? The other kind of plot point, character, personality thing that I did not like, at least at first, was Connie. Connie's whole personality for the first couple times she's shown is that EDM thing, right? The ethical non-monogamy.
Yeah.
ENM.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of her whole personality at first. Like that goes away, and right when she starts hanging out more casually with Bobby and Joseph, and they're just hanging out as young adults, as I would expect them to. But the first couple times we see Connie, like her whole personality is this non-monogamy thing.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that either. Like it was like it could be part of it, fine, but it was a little much. Like it
was forced. Like it was very forced.
It was exactly very forced, and like I get Connie. I get they were doing right.
Lost your audio.
Oh, am I better now?
Oh, try it.
Try it. Oop. No,
it's cut out.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I can hear you now.
All right, cool. All right, whatever. I don't remember what I was saying, but like, I get that they wanted that to be part of like rebellious, right? Her parents were strict. Yeah. She wanted to do the opposite. Cool. But like literally every conversation she had was about that. And I'm like, okay. Like, they went a little too hard on that, I think. But again, by the end of the season, all that was kind of over with, and maybe it'll pop back up again. But they really need that Connie's whole personality, and Connie was a great character. Like she still is. Like she's got more stuff that you could explore other than that she's into non-monogamy. I don't even care. With Chain, right? Chain Wasana-san. So yeah, those are my big ones. Can't think of anything else right this second. So
yeah, I'm looking. I'm gonna give it another watch.
Yeah.
I said, well, was it good? Yeah, it was good. There were just like I said, there was just a few distracting things. Like I said,
yeah. So one thing I thought of when I was watching it too, right? Like it was good, but I was trying to think like, how good is this, right? Like I enjoyed it. It definitely met expectations. But then I was thinking, okay, so King of the Hill ended 15 years ago, right? Like, so that means we've spent at least 15 years with rewatching every single episode. So we're right. That's the most recent season. The 13 years before that, like we're talking like almost 30 years since season 1 came out. Like we've had the opportunity to spend a lot of time with those episodes. We're right. Like you and I, a lot of King of the Hill fans are very familiar with those episodes. We've seen them multiple times. Like we're going to need to watch these episodes a couple more times, right? Pick up on the jokes, before like they become like classics. Like it's not really a fair comparison when you've had at least 15 years with every other episode. So yeah, like as I'm saying this, right, it's definitely time for watch number 2.
Yeah,
it's time to fire up the Hulu and watch those again.
Yeah, I'm definitely give her a watching it. There's just some weird. There's some just weird choices. Like, and then honestly, the other thing that was weird too was you go from Bill being too fat and not being able to get out of bed, and then all of a sudden, like he's in the alley again,
normal.
Like, and then just really no explanation. It's like, oh yeah, it's
it's because it's like they wrote that joke and they're like, oh, this would be super funny if Bill like hadn't got out of bed in years. You know, and it was funny. Like that whole scene was funny, right? He's like, oh, hey, you don't have to leave the house anymore. You just order everything straight to you, and like that felt like a Bill thing. All right, when he discovered Amazon and Uber Eats and DoorDash
and Netflix.
They
did something called the welfare check.
Yeah, like that was great. That feels like a Bill pandemic kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, I guess again they probably didn't have time to invest in Bill getting healthy. It was just easier to be like, okay, snap my fingers and Bill's back to normal. They should have had those bodybuilder guys show back up and like
awesome.
do a quick montage of like Bill getting back in shape.
You gotta pump the iron, Bill.
It's hard. It's hard because like we are so familiar with those episodes, right? And I care about those episodes and care about those characters. And I know the people who wrote these new episodes do all that too, but like you can't please everybody. And that's why, like, yeah, I've got certain expectations, and it's like, oh no, Hank wouldn't say that, or oh no, this Bill thing doesn't totally make sense. It's because I care.
Yeah, I care, and I think that's the thing. It's not. I only criticize because I actually do care because I actually really love these characters, right? But yeah, like they're just like I said. I think they just pivoted too hard on Hank's personality from basically like what. 13 seasons of Hank literally being like very predictable, true born Texan, like die hardly, like wouldn't do anything, outside of Strickland propane, like
exactly. There's a whole episode.
It would have been even like they could have literally explained it away with one sentence. Hey, Buck, basically, expanded operations, like I said, like hey,
whatever.
I'm promoting you to manager, but I said, but you're gonna be manager. I said over in Dubai or the Middle East or whatever. Like even that, like just one simple sentence where it's like, hey, guess what? It was Strickland. Basically, it's in Middle East. Like even I'm not okay.
Yeah, I don't even care if it's not reasonable. But something with Buck, right? He opened operations, or right? Isn't there that episode where like he loses Hank in a card game, right?
Yeah.
Just even that again, like whatever, like recycle a joke, and like he lost him in a card game and had to go to Saudi Arabia. Sure, like but give me something rather than just nothing.
Or
And
hey, Thatcherton Fuels business, it went out of business, and then Buck went and bought them. But then he said when they bought Thatcherton Fuels, I said their distribution center was in Saudi Arabia. It's just like
whatever, right?
There's
a lot of
lore to
propane.
draw from.
Exactly, there's a lot of propane related characters and stories that you could have pivoted, and maybe they still do that in the second half. I don't know. It feels weird to go back to that, but maybe they still explain it, or they're just going to let it just kind of fade away. Because especially the Texas thing, right? There's that whole episode when Hank finds out he was born in Yankee Stadium in New York, right? About being a Texan and all that, and that's very much who he is. It doesn't make sense to leave America.
Texan,
Yeah, and he's very when he shows back up at the Dallas airport, he's very thankful. He's kissing the ground. He's happy to be back in the United States. That's on brand.
Yeah.
But why did you leave in the first place? It has to be more than just money.
Well,
because he wasn't about money.
It's not money because Hank's never been about money. He's always been about basically, like Texas, family and propane.
Yeah, he's always been about Texas. So. Yeah, it was weird. I know they had to explain it. They had to come up with a reason for him to go, but they didn't explain why. I don't know, Mike Judge skipping out on autograph signings and not explaining things. Not cool.
Also not upset. Cool. I'm like, come on, man. I wanted a Mike Judge in my collection. I said on that poster.
It's a shame. That's all right.
It's all good. You know what else is all good?
I don't know. Follow us on the Instagram. Yeah. We'll next time we'll have to do Marvel movies because Fantastic Four came out, so we'll have to talk about Fantastic Four. I have not seen Thunderbolts yet, but it is on Disney Plus. So I will watch that for a week or two. For sure. I don't remember if we talked about Thunderbolts yet because you saw it, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we might have talked about it for a minute, but I'm gonna watch Thunderbolts before next time. If you haven't
just watched it the second time on the plane.
Did you? Yeah. See, yeah. That would had it been out last week, I would have watched it. I watched Naruto on Netflix because I didn't know what else to watch. I watched 6 episodes of Naruto. I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch anymore. We shall see. But yeah, all right, cool. So I'm gonna click some buttons. I don't remember what buttons to click. Follow us on the Instagram at STS Guys.
Show him like a villain. Ding 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 ding.
Shout out to Nate. I don't know. I said don't talk to, but I said every now and again, I said pictures pop up, and I said he looks like he's enjoying a cruise. I said at this point in time, I said with his apparently older kid.
His not so little baby anymore. Yeah,
not so little baby anymore.
Yeah, so his family. That's cool. Yeah, shout out to Nate. Podcast family.
I don't have friends. I got family.
And I don't know, King of the Hill. Jeremy, you have to get one of those. You have to get one of those King of the Hill Whataburger signs.
Oh no,
It's on my save search. Watch. I thought about asking for it. Maybe I don't know when they go away.
I don't know when they're going to go away, but I actually may make the trek out and try to ask for a couple because I just need to. Well, here's the thing. I also just need to find someone who doesn't care or would want basically $20.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Right? It's that, hey, I've got cash. Because I went, you probably haven't been in Whataburger, but I went at lunch a couple weeks ago, and so I went inside, and there's 3 sizes. So there's the larger one that's in the drive-thru. Saw that one. There's a window cling, so the vinyl that it's pretty big, but it goes in the window. That's probably the one I'd want the least because it's not really paper. And then there's there's a small one that hangs down inside the restaurant below the menu. That's probably a little bit bigger than the size of a license plate. Like I think I want that one. I feel like that's a good size. Good size sign. Like I'd be happy with the big drive-through one too, but there's a nice license plate sized one. And I'm like, I would be okay with that because it's just hanging there. And I was thinking too, I'm like, the girl who works there is a little weird. Because I've been to this one a couple times. She's a little weird. I feel like she would not be okay. Like, right, she's not cool. Like, you can tell that like she's not cool with being like, hey, let me take that down for you, and you can trade me. Trade me an Andrew Jackson for it or something. Like I feel like she wouldn't be down with that. She would report me and be like, manager, he's trying to get our Hank Hill sign. I also thought about taking the one off the wall. Like younger me would have peeled the Kling one off the wall. Because I'm pretty sure, well, I 100%.
Young me would have opened the thing on at the drive-thru.
Yeah. I have because I remember in Simpsons.
I may or may not have a Bennigan's sign someplace. I said from the Bennigan's that was off of Southern Alma School.
Okay, I vaguely remember that story. I also vaguely remember Bennigan's. But remember that for a couple years, Burger King had like Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors Happy Meals, and I purchased a few signs. I did get one from the drive-thru, and I know I peeled off a Kling from the window too that I still have. So that's why. But that's why I'm like sitting there looking at the side while I'm eating my food, and I'm like I could probably just take this. Like, no, that's probably not the responsible adult decision. I'm like, I'll just wait for it to pop up on eBay. Yeah, like 20-year-old me.
Oh yeah,
20-year-old me and you in the Whataburger would have been with
100%. Like I said, that's why. Like I said again, I will probably. The funny thing is, I will probably end up finding this. I said in the next couple of weeks, anyways, as I'm moving some stuff around. I will find this Bennigan sign.
Nice.
it's the hours of operations. It's carbon wood.
Okay, yeah.
Like from the Bennigans.
Fancy. I appreciate it.
And it was that's 20-year-old me. Because why not?
Because why not? Exactly.
Because that Bennigan's was like frozen in time.
I know I went there.
I know you've gone
I went there.
I know you've gone there because it was at the corner of Southern Alma School, the Bank of America building that's over here, and it was literally on the corner of Southern Alma School, on the opposite corner where that movie theater and where the old Atomic Comics was.
Kind of like Applebee's kind of food.
It's like Applebee's kind of food.
A little bit
like
everything.
Applebee's and Chili's, like almost like maybe like
that. Yeah. Google shows sandwiches, an Irish thing.
Yeah. No.
American fare. Irish hospitality. Interesting. Still open. It's headquarters in Dallas, Texas.
Yeehaw! Texas.
There's 21 locations left.
Look, hey, Bennigan's El Salvador, Bennigan's Guatemala.
Wow, they're bigger internationally than they're here.
Pakistan.
That's crazy.
I had, like I said, shout out to Bennigan's.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Bennigan's. That's crazy. There's Qatar, Dubai. Yeah, like there's almost half as many internationally as there is. Well, no, there's only 6 domestic locations, and then there's a bunch of on-the-fly locations, whatever that means. I feel like there's more like traditional Bennigan's internationally than there are normally in the US because they launched this on-the-fly thing, which I don't know. Probably just like to go, maybe.
Oh, Bennigan's.
Yeah. Well, if you're ever in Rexburg, Idaho, hit up Bennigan's.
Yeah,
they are. There's 2 in Texas. Monahans, Texas.
Now
Good Lord,
I haven't thought about Bennigan's in years, and I'm like, now I'm making a mission to go to a freaking Bennigan's now.
Monahans, Texas is very much middle of nowhere, West Texas. It's middle of nowhere, next Texas. It's south of Lubbock. Like it is not anywhere close. There's no reason to go there. And then the other one is in Borger, Texas.
I have no idea what the hell that is.
Borger looks like it's slightly bigger. It is north of Amarillo, like pretty far north of Amarillo, on the like halfway to Oklahoma City. So yeah, two cities that no one is going to.
No one's going.
It's not even like It's not even like a New Braunfels, like between
It's
Austin and
8 hours away from me.
Yeah. No, sorry, dude. No, if you ever find yourself in Amarillo, I guess it's a little bit close to Amarillo.
Holy.
The other one is middle of nowhere, West Texas, and you have no business being there, right? It's not even on the way. Is it I-10? Like between like Phoenix and Austin and San Antonio and stuff. It's not even on that route. It's got to be.
So it's 5 hours. That's there. Yeah, like there's
not worth it.
That's not worth it. Like
sorry, Bennigan's.
Sorry, Bennigan's.
Such a weird spot. Like none of these are big cities, but it's such a weird.
And here's the thing. That's probably why they're still there. It's because it's probably the only restaurant in that freaking city.
So everybody,
so everyone goes
to Bennigan's, right? It's your birthday. Go to Bennigan's. It's your anniversary. You go to Bennigan's. Having a baby. You go to Bennigan's.
Yeah, that's what you do. You go to Bennigan's. Like
graduation, Bennigan's. Get in the truck.
Well, because you're with friends at Bennigan's.
Wait. What if I don't have friends, Jeremy?
I don't have friends. I got family.
Hey, you're with family at Bennigan's.
All right. Good times.
Good times. All right. So for episode 282, the Bennigan's episode, I'm Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
And we're the STS guys. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.